borrowing James's phone and he just set it so it was facing me. Ugh. Awful. It's only 6:22, we're very early. And it's a lot darker than it looks. Oh, it's lovely though. I think I like coming out very early, James. Oh, where's the little boat? Ah, it's over there. He's worrying about the picture quality, but I've said I'm not one of those sort of... There's not that sort of production. Right, let's get back. Just thought I'd come round and check. Yep, Oldie's in the window. He's made a mess of the window. Poor old Oldie's got to go to the vets today. He's got a sore mouth, haven't you? Can you see one side of his face is swollen up? You've got to go to the vets, haven't you, Oldie? We've been calling him that. Now, yesterday we had a case of mistaken identity. The cat at the end of the video with their tongue out was this cat here, and this is Pam. You can tell the difference because Pam hasn't got a smudge on her, near her nose. Oh look, she's got her tongue out now. I don't think she's going to turn around again. Pamela! No, she's put it in now. Here we are, look, as a comparison, this is Ian, who's just finished eating his dinner. Look, he has got the the black smudge just here next to, oh hey, you cheeky little thing, next to his nose, and he's got a much rounder face. Ian, I don't know why, he just makes me laugh every time I look at him. He's cross. So next time you are identifying one of my black and white cats, there's Doug, you need to look out for the smudge. If there's no smudge, it's Pam. If there is a smudge, it's Ian. Or Ian, as we call him. E-N-E. Ian. Just noticed Pam has also got a black chin. We're on our way back from the vets with Doug. He's all right. It's just an ulcer that he's got in his mouth. He's had some antibiotics. And we've got some painkillers and some food supplements for him. But it was nearly a disaster because I was about to get in the car to come here, and I didn't have him with me. I left him in his little carrier in the living room. I'm glad he's all right. I look rough. You may have noticed I've changed dress. I had a different one on earlier, but it was too revealing to go out to the vets in, so I had to change into this black and white spotty one. Oh, I'm so pleased he's all right. We were all secretly worried that it was something nasty. I think when you've got older pets, when they're not quite right, I always worry that it's going to be bad news, but the vet said that he should be all right. He keeps going, you can tell it hurts him, poor old thing, but he's got some painkillers, and I've arranged for my mum to bring him some proper chicken back from Tesco to feed him. He's got to have a vitamin pump 6 times a day, and I was dreading that. I thought, oh, 6 times a day, that's going to be a nightmare to give him, but he absolutely loves it. Have you ever, if you've got cats, have you ever given them those, I don't know what they're called, like lick tubes? They're like a tube full of like pureed cat stuff. Well, he's eating that like it's that. Oh, I wanted to mention, so I had quite a few questions that when I showed my Nature's Walk blanket, I had many people say, what was the moo at the end? So, you're all very innocent people. I said a bad word, and I had to put the moo on to cover it up. So it was covering up a bad word. Of course, it took me a long time. Well, it didn't take me a long time to film that bit, but I couldn't redo it. So I just kept it in and put a moo over it. So that's what it was. You're all very innocent people. Yeah. Right, I've got to go and take some pictures of the stuff now for my shop and put it on Instagram. So maybe I'll show you a few bits. I could show you this. I've just finished sewing these. These are some little, look at Lizzie Squishmallow. That is, do you know what? If you ever want to have a nap in the afternoon and you've got a spare Squishmallow around, they just make the perfect, like, sort of neck pillow. They're just the right shape. If you put that bit in there, like that. Anyway, I've just finished doing these pumpkins. I've made some little Halloweeny bears. But I'm going to sneeze. I'll show you in a minute. So these are the Halloween bags that I was telling you about. They're very mildly Halloween. And these are the little Halloween bears as well. So I just had the idea of doing some bags with black bunting on them. And then some little bats floating about. And this is what they're like on the back. So they're like that on the front and that on the back. And they're little sock bags. And then I've had these bears a little while, and I was going to make them some sort of autumny dresses, but I decided to make them black dresses as well. And they've got little black hair bows, and of course they're all carrying a pumpkin. They're very cute, aren't they? Well, I think they're very sweet. So that's as spooky as things get round here, I'm afraid. It's not very spooky, is it really? Oh, he's not very nice though. Hello, Laura. What are you up to? What am I about? These are the little baskets I was showing you the other day. So I've got multicoloured Liberty bunting on this one and all the pinks on that one. We've got Laura in this one, and I've put a single skein in that one so you've got an idea of sort of the size. Maybe I'll put another one in. Hang on. Now, look, you could get a couple in there, couldn't you? I have made them this size before, but last time I did them a lot taller. I just imagine these with a balled up ball of wool in it and some lovely needles sticking out the top and a pattern. I think that'd be quite nice. So I've got those. Oh, hello again, Laura. Oh, that's her dinner money over there. This is a large zip bag with bunting on it. I haven't really made very many large zip bags before, but this time I've made a few. And it's got bunting on the front. And it's got a little bit of bunting on the back as well. And this has got 8 skeins in it at the moment. And there is room. Hang on. It's got 8 skeins in it, but you could fit more in. Last thing I'll show you before I stop this. These are some quite big quilted Liberty patchwork bags. These again have got 8 in them, and they're still quite big. What am I trying to say? There's still plenty of room in them. They're just made from all sorts of different Liberty fabrics. There's a couple of those. Laura, you have done a fantastic job. Thank you very much. That will do. There will be some other little bits and bobs as well, but I don't want to bore you with it. If you're interested, my shop will be open tomorrow night, which is Saturday the 23rd at 6 p.m. British Summer Time, and there'll be those things and a few other bits and bobs as well. I don't know whether you've noticed, I might as well tell you because it's no secret, but there's Humpty Dumpty again. That was another thing I bought during my obsession with him. Oh, here comes Doug. Come on, darling. I haven't really been showing what I've been making very much. I had a couple of comments that have really affected me. But I've decided I've just got to get over it. So I posted, it was when I was doing those spring vlogs halfway through, and I sort of abandoned them. And I put this post on Instagram and I said something like, sorry, I didn't continue with them. I didn't really feel like picking up the camera, and I didn't. It just didn't feel natural. So I didn't do it anymore. And somebody commented and said, oh, you don't mind picking up the camera when you've got something to vlog. And I thought, oh, I bet that's what everybody thinks. And since then, I've just thought, oh, it's made me feel a bit awkward about it, really. But I don't bat an eyelid when I see other people who have got YouTube channels or Instagram accounts posting pictures or doing videos to promote their business, because that's what you have to do, don't you? There's no way I could list any of my things, or anybody could who makes anything homemade, who dyes yarn, who does anything like that, who could just put it in on Etsy, or in my case, put it on Ko-fi, put it on their own website, and expect people to see it and know about it unless they promote it. I'm sorry this is shaky, but I'm leaning on the broken chair. Oh, I look blonde, don't I? I don't know if I'm going to dye this or not. Anyway, I just don't. You'd never sell anything if you didn't promote it. So I've just got to get. What's this? Meg said. Oh, I'll put her in a minute. She hasn't gone to my mum. She's got a really bad cold, so she's having a bath, and tomorrow she's going to have a Meg day. I'll tell you about a Meg day tomorrow. It's brilliant. I want a Meg day. Anyway, I just don't think people should make other people feel guilty or bad about trying to promote their business. That's what adverts are for on the telly, aren't they? But since then, oh, I don't know. When I first started my business, just before I told everybody about it, oh, here he comes again. He can't relax. He wants to go out, but I'm not going to let him out when he's not 100%. You can't go out, darling. I'm sorry. When I first started before I told anybody that I'd quit my job, I had another comment from someone who sort of implied that how can I put this? That it was a bad thing to make money from doing something like this. That is what was implied, and I just thought that put me off telling everybody, actually. But anyway, if you've got stuff that you've made, oh my goodness me, he's just got on top of his cat box and is slippery. You all right? He's desperate to try. He's going around all the windows trying to get out. Anyway, if you've got stuff that you've made and you've got your own business, be very proud and tell people about it, because you should. I don't like doing it. I really don't. I feel very awkward about it, but I love doing it and I want to keep doing it, and the only way I can is by telling people about it. What do people put on Facebook when they've said something like this? Rant over. Now do you believe me that I'm blonde? You can see it coming through, can't you? This isn't dyed hair. This is my natural blonde coming through. Pauline's in bed. Should we have a chat with Pauline? Hello, Pauline. You all right? What have you been up to? Nothing. Oh. Do you think I could get on Britain's Got Talent with this act? you think I'm a good ventriloquist? I can only do that voice though. Let's see if I can do a normal one. Hello. What's for tea tonight? Oh, I think I need to go to bed, don't I? I think I'm going to make myself a nice cup of coffee and I'm going to knit a couple of squares for my blanket. That's all I've been making recently. So I think that my next podcast that I do will just be about that, because that's I think all I'm going to have to show you. I have done a couple of squares of my quilt though as well. You know, my red work quilt. I've done a couple of. Why am I still holding Pauline? Don't you dare put me down. You got a lazy eye, Pauline. Look. Someone punched me last night at the pub. Oh dear. I don't think we need to hear about that. Well, I'm going to go and make a cup of coffee. We are settled. It's still light outside, but I've shut the curtains. I've got my coffee. James is going to treat me to a takeaway tonight. I've just got to order one. He's at the gym. Meg's still in the bath. She has the longest baths ever. Oh, I've got some washing on the line. I don't want to get it in. I could just leave it out and then finish it off tomorrow in the new tumble dryer that's arriving. Oh, I've got to move all the shoes. I can't. I'm too settled. I can't do any more of those jobs. So I'm going to watch the Lionesses play now. They're playing Scotland tonight. When's that on? I think the warm-up is, what do you call it? Not the warm-up. What do you call that? Build-up. The build-up is on ITV4, and then at 7:30 I can switch over to the main ITV channel and watch the Lionesses. I love the Lionesses. I got obsessed with them during the World Cup, and I still am obsessed with them. I even treated myself to a football Barbie, who is over there. She came on holiday with us because I convinced myself that her as a mascot was the thing that was making them win the games. Doug, we're going to cuddle all night now. He's very convenient cuddler because I can still knit whilst he's up here. This is where he's always liked to be ever since he was a kitten. Doug, I'm really pleased you're okay. I was very worried about him. Right, tomorrow is tumble dryer day. I cannot wait. I'm going to do a whitewash and I might even put some towels in. I can't wait. Doug, it's tumble dryer day tomorrow, and James has treated me. This is the sort of lovely presents I get from my husband, but honestly, I couldn't be more happy. He's treated me to a stacking kit, so I'll be able to put the new tumble dryer on top of the washing machine, which means that the bit where the tumble dryer was, which is in my work area, I got more space now for storage. Poor Doug. I'm going because I've said too much today. I'll see you tomorrow.